Hi, can I ask any of you any questions?
Sure. Who are you?
Who am I? I live in Grants Pass. Where are you coming in from for this protest?
We're all taxpayers of Josephine.
Oh, beautiful. Yes. And are you under the impression that Elon Musk and Trump are taking Social Security away?
Yes, I am.
Where did you hear that?
It's all over the news.
Yes.
I have heard that they are trying to save Social Security by looking at the fraud. Have you heard that at all?
It's bullshit. Bullshit.
Why would they be trying to take Social Security?
Yeah, that's a good question. Why? Maybe because they're just evil and cruel.
That would be the only reason?
It could be one of many reasons.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I would say maybe you guys should also look at a lot of news sources and not just the mainstream media that has a particular point of view.
I look at all the sources. I've been reading everything, and it's just their motivations make no sense.
What are they doing?
Other than cruelty.
What are they doing so far to show that they're taking Social Security? I'm just asking.
How about eliminating 6,000 jobs?
Eliminating jobs?
Yes.
Or government jobs?
No. Social Security office has fired 6,000 employees. How can you run an agency when you eliminate 6,000
Are you aware that you know what the national debt is right now?
I don't care about the national debt.
You don't care about the national debt?
I don't care about the national
Why not?
debt. I care that my taxes...
It's $36 trillion, by the way.
I don't care.
$36 trillion.
My taxes need to go to support the vulnerable.
So no matter what the debt is, we're just going to pay?
No matter what the debt is.
Wow. That's it. Do you believe that too?
The government can run in the deficit, and they don't have to balance the budget.
$36 trillion? Who's going to?
Why not?
You have grandchildren, possibly? They're going to have to pay for that.
The point is, everything that the government has been doing that is really good is being eliminated, and that is not good.
I had heard that the USAID program has been used partially to foment revolutions in other countries. Have you heard that?
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Well, I guess it depends what news you read, right?
It's all bullshit. You're just spouting MAGA principles.
Okay.
So I think we're done here because you're just trying to get me to agree with all your MAGA principles.
No, is it a MAGA principle that we're in $36 trillion in debt? That's not a MAGA principle, right?
That's not the issue.
It better be, or we're not going to be here too long. Thank you.
We're here now and it's been okay.
Good luck. Hello. All right, so this is across the street is a church that's very left-wing and pro-rainbow, gay, lesbian, transgender, whatever, LGBTQRS, and they've been behind a lot of these kind of protests here in Grants Pass for a long time. As is the Daily Courier. Well, the Daily Courier is very slanted, unfortunately. For the most part, they do some honest reporting, but a lot of really slanted reporting as well. And they're very pro-left. They're anti-Trump as well. All right, let's go a little deeper in. Let your love be your guide, all things great and small. Our neighbors, our allies, our immigrants, our democracy, bring their go home. You know this guy is a what is it called?
You know Donald Trump is a 36-time convicted felon, and he's in our president.
How many times?
36.
36 times?
36 convicted, yeah.
Wow.
You know that? Did you know that?
No, I don't know that.
You didn't know that?
What about the guy that you want to bring home?
He's innocent, 100%, been proven. Innocent man. Innocent.
I heard he was found to be
innocent. Of course you did, because you probably listened to the wrong people. You're probably listening to people that want you to believe that because they'd rather have you hate your fellow Americans than do anything positive in this country, because then their fascism can win, honey.
Do you know that he was convicted of...
your fellow Americans are evil?
Do you want to listen at all or just talk?
I don't want to listen.
Really?
I want to
Do you know that he was convicted of wife beating?
No, he wasn't.
This guy?
When? Who said that?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Maybe he wasn't convicted, but his wife accused him of wife beating, has a protection order against him.
She did put out a protection
And she was on TV the other day, and they asked her the question yesterday, and she wouldn't even answer.
You know what?
She didn't even want to touch it.
Shit happens in marriage.
Exactly.
So, but I'm not an illegal alien. I'm a citizen of America,
Donald
though.
Trump being an adulterer?
I'm a citizen.
What about Donald Trump being an adulterer? Does that not bother you?
Adultery is wrong.
What about rape? What about him being an adjudicated
You want to have a
rapist?
conversation?
What about Donald Trump
You don't
being
want to talk,
an adjudicated rapist?
Oh,
Is
what?
that wrong?
What?
Is
Do you
Donald
want to have a
Trump being an
conversation?
adjudicated rapist
Do you
wrong?
want to have a conversation?
I'm asking you a question. This is a conversation. Is Donald Trump being an adjudicated rapist?
I don't
while
think he
being
was
our
accused of rape.
Yes, he was.
I don't think he was convicted of rape.
He was in civil court.
He convicted of rape.
Yes. Yes. In
Mike,
civil court.
was Trump
In
convicted of
civil
rape?
Court.
No, I don't think so. All right, so this is the courthouse. This says Doge is a Trojan horse. Okay. Silence is complicit. You mind if I ask you a question or two? You look funny. I'm not going to try to trap you.
Not on, no. No, thank you.
No?
No.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I won't bother you anymore, ladies.
Go away. I enjoyed our conversation.
Oh, good. Neighborhood, refugee, homeless. Okay. Are you guys? Can I ask you a question or two? Are you for illegal immigration in America?
For illegal
Do
immigration?
you support illegal immigration in America?
No, but we need to improve our immigration laws, which haven't been updated in 30 or 40 years.
You know that the last administration let in something like 20 million illegal aliens?
They had a policy change that they made that allowed that legally.
Oh no, I'm asking questions. I belong here. I mean, I'm a citizen. I'm a citizen of the United States and a resident of Grants Pass. I'm not trying to hurt anybody. I'm just asking questions.
Who are you representing?
Myself.
And what is that? Who are you?
What's that?
Who are you?
I'm on YouTube and things like that.
Okay, what's your name?
Patrick.
Love that. I agree. So you can go on and talk to other people.
Okay. I wasn't being rude, was I?
No, you weren't.
Okay.
May I?
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
I believe in God, and I don't think God sees borders.
Really?
No, he's a God of love who wants all people to be safe and feel free. And if they're in an oppressed country and they come to this country by any means, I think they should have due process. We have so many people now that are here legitimately on visas that Trump is sending away back to their countries.
That's a good question. Can I ask that?
Sure.
So you want there to be no borders. Do you want there to be some mechanism to check people to make sure they're not rapists and criminals and killers?
That'd be good. But just because they come from another country, that doesn't mean that that's what they are.
I'm not saying it does.
Yeah.
I'm just saying we agree they should check people.
Absolutely.
We just have a difference on how much they should check people or whatnot.
And they shouldn't be sent back if they're not criminals. There's a lot of people that
Well, I
are
heard the
working
guy
in
they
the
did send back
fields.
was a criminal. He's MS-13.
What?
The guy that they sent back right now, there's a big brouhaha about it from El Salvador.
Yes.
I heard that he is an MS-13 criminal.
That hasn't been proven. He hasn't had due process. It hasn't been proven.
There we go. Thank you, ladies. Okay, so we have a guy that just came in who's got a Trump sign, and he's walking through the crowd. Oh boy. All right, this should stir him up a little bit. Okay.
One of me to take out all of you.
For the king. Really?
Really?
And you're going to say he's not an MS-13 member either, right?
Say that there's no
And right? And you're going to say he didn't beat his wife either, right?
no proof of it.
His wife said it in court, right?
I don't think so.
I think she did.
No.
He was escaping the gangs.
Let me ask a question. Okay, a lot of people here care about the people who are undocumented, illegal, or whatever. What about the people here who have been killed, raped by illegal aliens? I don't see a lot of you guys here protesting that. Am I wrong?
I think we are.
Have you protested that?
I think we do protest
How so?
those things in as much as the loss of human life, regardless.
I agree with you.
Yes.
So why is just Trump evil and Elon Musk is evil, but we want to close our eyes to other evils?
He's taking away our rights.
All wrong.
Okay.
We don't want a dictatorship.
What about were you protesting Biden when he took away our rights by allowing an invasion of our country by illegal aliens?
I think that
Were
the
you?
immigration
No.
issue
Why not?
has been going along. It's
Because
been-
the Republicans would not let the bill pass so Trump could
that
win.
was in his 4th year, by the way. He did nothing for 3 years and started to do something before
Well-
the election. Come on, let's be honest.
But you're right. That's true. But it's been a problem that's been going on for several
It has been.
administrations.
But it looks like Trump shut it down pretty good, though.
Trump
no?
didn't do anything about it his first term.
He did a lot. They slowed illegal immigration down to a crawl.
But
It was like
there's-
95%, and now
but
it's down
there's
to
a-
like 98%.
Can I just say,
Right?
there's a right way to do things and a wrong way.
What would be the right way versus the wrong way?
That doesn't include cruelty and injustice. You still have to follow the law. You still have to do what judges tell you to do.
What is the cruel part, by the way? So I clear.
Being
Loading them up in
snatched,
plane and sending them to
snatching
El
people off
Salvador.
the street without due process.
What if they're found to be illegally in the United States?
They still have come over. Yes, many have come over either through visas or green cards. You still have to.
Can
treat
you
them
imagine how many?
humanely.
What you're saying is due process. So wouldn't that take forever to put these people through the courts? We'd take
Maybe
years
it
and
would.
years.
And that's where part
But
of
years
the
and years
immigration
we're being
process-
invaded in the meantime. You understand that,
But
right?
that's part of where the immigration process is broken.
They
How
haven't
so?
had it right.
Explain.
Because there's never been enough judges or money to fund judges in order to process people through properly.
Okay.
And
Wha-
so
Why?
no-
Why? How come none of these judges seem to object when Joe Biden let in millions of illegal aliens? They didn't stop him, but they're stopping us from deporting
because
them.
he
I
was
don't understand
hoping
that.
he was hoping that Congress
Would do
would
it the
do
right
the
way.
job.
But-
He didn't want to have to use executive order like Trump is doing
But the
now.
but Trump is the commander-in-chief of the U.S. Armed Forces, right?
For good or bad, yeah.
And the commander-in-chief has the right to defend the borders from invasion, right?
There has to be an a proper immigration process, but he is not going about it in a kind and humane way. You know, it's even just shutting the border that stopped the influx just in that.
It did a
in
lot.
that
I agree with
sense.
you.
So it's not, this abducting people off the street and sending them to a prison where they have no.
Is that all they're doing? I mean, are they really? I don't think they're just
Yes,
grabbing
they're
people on the street and
yes,
throwing them
they
right into a
are.
plane.
Yes, they are.
Being sent to El
Really?
Salvador. You know,
I will
You
look
need-
into this further, but
you
I
know,
can't
I would-
imagine they're just
yeah.
grabbing
You
somebody on the
need to-
street and putting them in a big
you need to read.
in an airplane.
You know,
At
you
the
need to read. You know, and not just get information off of.
I get information
Instagram
everywhere, and I haven't
and
heard that. I read
Then you
everything.
need to read.
I haven't seen that they're just grabbing them and throwing them into planes.
You need
Yes,
to
they're taking
read
them
a
to
news.
Louisiana. There's a prison there.
Yes,
They're peeking.
Big Ice detention facility in Louisiana. That's
Okay.
where that's where they're sent first,
Okay.
and
But
from
we-
then
can-
they're
can-
put on planes.
Okay, so we all can agree, though, that one way or another we need to stop the illegal immigration, vet people as needed. Some people can come, some people can't come. If you're a rapist or a killer,
Yes.
you can't
What
stay.
we need
Or
to
an
know, What we need to do is use due process that is already law and obey the judges. That's what Trump and the administration
Wasn't the
needs to
judge
do.
that stopped him like a local regional judge? He wasn't even like
These are federal judges. These are federal judges. And the administration needs to follow what they're being instructed in order to do.
Thank you. You guys are very kind. We don't agree on a lot of stuff, but I appreciate your...
I appreciate the feedback, and I really do hope that whatever we said is not altered.
Not altered.
Yes.
Meaning you want them to follow through and do it.
No, I mean, I don't want you to
Oh, you don't want me to... I'm not going to make fun of you or anything. I don't do that stuff.
twist our words.
I won't do that. All right, thank you guys. Are you all coming in here? Where are you guys coming in from today?
Walderville. Coming in.
Walderville?
We drove in
Cool.
from Walderville.
Okay.
No, we didn't get a bus.
Good. I'm checking because I heard rumors of that.
Oh yeah, it's just a rumor.
So you're Wilderville. Okay, thank you. You too?
I don't know this. I don't know anybody.
You didn't come on bus, did you?
Oh no.
You drove your own self here?
I drove my own bus.
Yeah, so did I.
Did you?
Right here from the other side of town.
Okay, thank you.
You bet.
What are we asking?
I was asking you where you came in from.
Here, Grass Pass.
Okay, thank
Yep.
you. Okay, thank
Keeping it
you.
clear with everyone?
What's that?
Are you keeping it clear with everyone?
Yeah, most people I'm asking them because I hear reports that
The buses
people
brought
are
everyone
being
in.
bussed in and things like that.
Yeah.
And I did see a picture of people bringing a whole bunch of signs in, things like that. So
We had an extra one.
okay. Okay, crash fire. Where are you guys coming in from today?
We live out in the Illinois Valley.
Illinois Valley, okay.
By Cape Junction.
Thank you.
But mostly we're just rural people that live
Right.
out in the woods.
Okay, thank you. You're together. Okay. Ceasefire. What does ceasefire mean, by the way?
We're basically just focused on could they just stop killing people?
That would be nice.
And then go from there.
Russia and Ukraine too?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That'd be a good start. Thank you.
People in Gaza are being starved. They have no hospitals. The women and children are being bombed. The civilians are being bombed. The doctors are being kidnapped and bombed.
Who are you blaming for that?
They've been trapped in a open-air concentration camp for decades.
I mean, is it Israel doing it? Is it...
The U.S., as an American citizen, I don't want to send billions of dollars. Just since Trump's been in, we've sent $12 billion.
Is there a way that...
to arm for the bombs that are falling on children and grandmothers like me, and I don't want my tax money to go to that. I don't want to send money. The planes that are dropping those bombs are all American made.
Would you be for Hamas being removed as the leadership? They're a terrorist organization running Palestine?
The Netanyahu government supported Hamas. They knew if they supported Hamas that they would be able to call all Palestinians terrorists, and that's what they've done. It's a collective punishment on all of the millions of Palestinians that have been going through this since 1948 with the Nakba, when they were taken off of their ancestral homes and not allowed to return. So,
well, wasn't that originally God-given land to Israel?
Well, if you're Israeli and that is your religious...
I mean, according to the Bible and ancient...
that is debatable. That's not a factual. That wasn't a real estate deal. There are people that have been there for a millennium as well.
What do you think they should do to stop the situation? Because I mean, they are attacking too. I mean, on October 7th, they attacked Israel, right?
Well,
you don't know that, right?
They're pushed into a 5-mile by 25-mile area is what Gaza is. It's smaller than Josephine County.
Israel's pretty small too, though. The whole
Israel has taken everything from Palestine. There's nothing left but a little strip of Gaza, and the West Bank is now being taken over. It's all illegal. Israel is not following any international laws. They're above any laws. They will not. They are only they investigate themselves. That's not
so
fair.
Do you think the October 7th massacre was justified then?
No, of course not. But I'm saying these people are being pushed. You know, what does somebody do when your land's being taken? What would you do? You know, if you know you push people to a point and you know, what are they going to do? No, that was horrible. Nobody justifies that. But
what would be? I've heard that Gaza has pretty much been wiped out, and the sanitation's horrible and all that. It's not almost unlivable. I've heard.
Yeah.
So what is the solution to this?
Well, I think first thing is to cease fire and stop bombing the people, and then feed them, and give them shelters and food, and stop and let the humanitarian aid come in, and don't target the humanitarian workers.
So Israel is saying that when we do ceasefires, all it does is allow Hamas to regroup.
There's people in Gaza.
And they don't respect the ceasefire.
There's people in Gaza. They're not all.
Why don't we work to get Hamas out of the picture and get the actual people that want peace there?
Probably, maybe equal rights. You know, probably. I think people want to raise their families in safety. They want to go to school. They want to be able to be treated for their injuries. The amputees need to be treated.
No, I agree, but why not get Hamas out of the picture and have a more humane...
How are you going to do that? By killing everybody in Gaza?
I don't know, but if Hamas is doing raids and killing Israelis and killing other people...
How many Israelis are getting killed? There's millions of people dying. There's just in these last 2 years, you know, the numbers they can't. On the books, there's over 50,000 killed that's been registered. There's people under the rubble. There's people that are gonna die because there's no, you know. How many, you know, come on, somebody throws a rock at an Israeli tank and they kill 1,000 people for that. It's not right.
Okay, so how about a ceasefire that can be agreed on and stopped without one side breaking it?
Well,
so
that's what happened.
You have to have an agreement from both sides.
We had one, and Israel just broke it. And since they broke that agreement, there's been no food allowed into Gaza, no aid into Gaza. They are starving there. There's no water. They've targeted their water purification plants.
And where do you get your news from?
It's all, I listen to interviews.
Well, how do you know that Israel is lying about things and Hamas is not?
I see the pictures. It's real time. It's being broadcasted. This is the first genocide that's been broadcasted live. You can get on and you can look at it yourself. It's no big. It's all over the place.
How would you want Israel to respond on October 7th when they had so many people massacred and still some being held?
They've responded all right, 1,000 people.
Why don't they let the hostages go? Why don't they let them all go?
I think most of them. Why don't Israel let all of the people that they've taken go? They take children.
Again, but why does it have to be one side? Why can't we ask for justice from both sides?
Let's do that. Let's ask for justice on both sides.
All right. Thank you.
I appreciate it. Who are you?
Patrick.
From?
Grants Pass.
Great. I'm Catherine from Cape Junction.
All right, thank you.
I like seeing calm conversations.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I'm just trying to find out what's going on, what's real, what isn't. These guys, I don't think everything they have to say is crazy. and at least be heard anyway. We might be misinformed. I might be misinformed on certain things. I just want to understand better what's going on. So,
What's that?
I'm going to go through a little further. That was funny. Well, is that done now with the guy?
Yeah. Oh boy, this is going to be a good one. Yeah.
Hi. Can I ask what the genocide is so I understand what you mean?
Well, in Gaza, the Israelis are...
Oh, Gaza, you're talking about Gaza, okay.
Yeah.
What, where are you coming in from?
Huh?
Whereabouts?
Cave Junction.
Cave Junction, okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, still going full blast here. War on women. Can I ask, what does the war on women mean? Okay, no answer. How you doing?
How you doing?
Good. All right. Billionaires looting America.
Oh, we need twice as many
Can I ask you guys a quick question?
Yeah.
Where are you coming in from, first of all? If you don't mind?
Grants Pass.
Grants
You
Pass,
asked
sorry.
me that
I don't mean
last
to. Oh, did I ask you that?
The same person you asked that.
Sorry about that. I have a short memory.
Why would
I need a better nutrition, I think, or something.
No, why would you think that we weren't from here?
Because I had heard a lot of people saying that there are people bust in and they're coming from all over. So that's why I'm asking you. I'm not accusing you. I'm asking you.
No, I'm not.
So I'm sorry I didn't remember you.
Yeah. Don't you think people would have video and photos of that? That would be a big deal.
Well, I saw pictures of a whole bunch of signs that a guy was carrying down the street. So some of the signs are being brought in, right? Not everyone.
People bring signs for other people.
Okay, yeah. So I did see that. I didn't see the bus part yet. I was going to ask you a question and I forgot what it was.
I had one other thing I was wondering after last time when you talked to me.
Yeah.
Why these protests are all over? Why would they bus people from one to another, and especially one that wouldn't get very much media attention?
I agree they shouldn't need to. Because they had one in Medford and maybe Ashland.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I agree they shouldn't need to do that. And probably what I'm seeing
to do that.
I don't think it helps. Yeah, it doesn't help.
But what I'm saying is it's not happening. It wouldn't make any sense for that to happen.
Are you sure that nobody's being bussed in who's here?
To our little bus station.
I'm not exactly chasing the buses either, so I mean they can.
What buses?
What's that?
That'd be front
I said you're not chasing the buses. What buses?
Well, they'd be coming in probably from the top of town or the bottom of town from the I-5. I would think if they're coming in.
That'd be pretty conspicuous.
Well, but how many people are going to be looking too?
I think if a bunch of buses started coming in, people were spilling out, that'd be pretty.
Okay. So do you think that the?
So what are you filming us from?
Oh, this is.
Are you from a paper or something?
I'm from myself. I represent myself. Patrick.
Hi.
I'm in Grants Pass too. So.
Me too.
Yeah. So I'm just here representing myself. That's it.
So you weren't bussed in?
No. Believe it or not. Yeah. I was going to ask you guys a question, but I forgot. So.
That's okay.
Anyway, it was good talking with you. All right.
I'll see you next time.
Next time. I'll try to remember you next time. What's your first name? Rebecca.
Let me know if you find any buses.
I will. Thank you, man.
Good luck with that.
You think I'm not going to find any buses anywhere?
Well, the metro, yes. I think you're going to find the metro system, which usually runs through town.
Yeah.
But I think that's all you're going to find.
I hope so. So let me ask a follow-up then. So you guys think that there's more pushback now? You guys think there's more pushback? You guys think there's more pushback now against President Trump than there was any time in the past?
Yeah, I think the economy is touching many people that weren't necessarily concerned before.
I just got a text from Pete Hegseth and Tulsi Gabbard.
What'd they say?
It said Tulsi used to spell her name with a Y, but nobody took her seriously.
That's funny. Are you a stand-up comedian too?
Yes.
All right, thanks guys.
Yeah, I like that one.
March for Democracy, right? I bought 47. It says I should be at home smoking weed and cleaning my kitchen, but the fascists are effing up my nation, and I won't let that happen. I'm glad to see you getting a break from smoking the weed. That's probably a good thing.
You know what? I smoke less now than I smoked when I was a kid. I used to wake up to 2 joints, and now it's 10 o'clock at night. I go have to smoke. That's okay.
Oh, good.
It just happens.
I know what you mean, exactly.
Yeah.
It's good. I think we're healthier that way.
Yep. Still better than alcohol. Still better than alcohol.
I don't mind a little alcohol with a meal, but you can abuse it pretty quickly, huh?
Yeah. And it abuses you, and that's, I mean, I'll tell you, the times that I've had to quit weed because I was in a place where I couldn't smoke or something like that, it's mostly, I wish I had some. And that's the extent of my withdrawals. I wish I had some. I don't obsess over it.
Yeah, good.
It's...
Because it messes with your mind, and when it breaks your mind down, a lot of stuff can come in. That's how evil comes in.
Yep.
It's dangerous. Yep. I've been through it.
There's appropriate times and places for everything, man. And inappropriate use of anything,
I'm like a zero user at this point, because I don't think any amount helped me, but that's me.
Yeah, I'm ambivalent. I think it's done what it could do. I find it, relaxing. I just, I probably will never quit, but it's certainly not a fixation in my life,
Good.
It's just there.
Keep it to a minimum, because the less you do it, the more you can see.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, I would say but then again, it also helps focus too. It also helps.
Really?
Yeah, I believe it helps focus on things you might not focus on. I can see correlations and things that connect that I might not see. When I used to write computer code, when I get really stuck, I'd walk out behind the office and take a puff, and I'd walk back in and I'd have a whole different view. And okay.
Maybe you just need to relax a little so the whatever it is can flow.
I prefer to credit the weed, though. I take it easy.
I'm going to say God, but all right.
Well, that works too, but God made it, so.
Well, that's a whole other story. Did he make it to smoke it? I don't know about that.
I think so, yeah.
Really?
I think so.
All right. Well, be well.
All right, you too.
All right. Hello. Hi. I saw you last time, I think, right? Oh, okay. You look like you want to say something.
No thing. Does it have to be X-rated? We weren't busted.
Oh, I'm going to have to cut it if it is, so the younger people can watch,
We weren't busted.
Oh, you're busted?
No, we're not.
Not busted.
I've been here 49 years.
Oh, really? I haven't heard anyone say so far that they were busted in, but I'm watching.
All right.
People are busted in or not?
Yeah. You weren't busted either?
No.
Okay.
I live here.
Okay, good.
Most of these people do.
Yeah.
I don't think they bust anybody in.
Yeah, no one's
Grants
saying
Pass.
that they are so far, and I believe people. I don't think people are just gonna.
No.
I don't think the average person is just gonna lie straight up.
You know who busted
That's
in?
a scary mask, man.
Are you with the courier?
No.
Okay.
Thank God.
You're the Jew.
What?
Donald Trump, you need to be about 100 pounds heavier.
No.
Just a minute.
Carry a golf club.
Thank you. All right. Well, interesting stuff. Resist MAGA. Now, what is wrong with MAGA? Make America Great Again? What's wrong with that? Is anything wrong with that?
Well, I think there's a lot of things wrong with that when you twist words.
Oh, but not the idea of making America great again, right? We all are for that?
Evil is often done in the name of good.
That's true. That can happen.
And so we're out here saying we don't like the lies.
Do you like that Trump has closed off the invasion of America through the border almost to, I think he shut it down by like 98%.
Well, what he's doing inside the country is more dangerous than what's happening at the border.
Okay. You don't like Doge either? Probably everybody here hates Doge too, right?
Doge? That's an illegal.
But isn't the part of what Doge is doing to kind of clean up the fraud and the waste? Isn't that a good part of it?
We had generals in the administration that were supposed to be doing that already, but he canceled those guys, sent them packing. So why take the...
Let me ask you about a thing that I think everybody should agree to, but I asked somebody earlier and they didn't care. We have a national debt of over $36 trillion.
Yeah, and Trump added a lot of that in his administration last time, and he wants to add a lot more.
You are right, he did add some last time.
He added a lot more than some.
Some of it was COVID related, right? In fairness, right?
Well, I think a lot went in his pocket too. And I really think the government should be getting out of his crypto business. What are we doing with that?
What business?
With his crypto business. I think he's kind of mixing business and politics here.
I don't know much about that. I've heard about it, but I haven't bought any of Trump's crypto yet.
He's willing to take people that have committed felonies and take them out of jail. And one of them...
You're talking about the J6 people?
No, I'm talking about all these felons he's released.
Like who?
What was this guy from Bennett Finance? I think he's working right now to buy his pardon.
Bennett Finance, you call?
Yeah, the guy that, was the government just charged him $4 billion for thievery, corruption, and manipulation of people's money.
I'll look at. I haven't heard that one. I'll look into that.
Jail time.
I haven't heard that one yet.
Well,
but you think we all should get together as Americans?
I think we should have a patriot tax. Nobody can escape it. And
a patriot tax?
A patriot tax, 20% on everybody, and stop all this nonsense.
I like the idea of having a particular tax that everybody pays fairly.
Well, and the billionaires then might pay their share.
I like that everybody should pay the same.
Absolutely.
I like that.
If you've got a lot of money, help the country out. You shouldn't be trying to manipulate your money so you take our free government away from us.
You don't think that anything that Elon Musk is doing is for the country?
No, I actually think he's trying to avoid, imprisonment himself.
Really?
Oh, yeah, or at least huge fines. He had a number of cases against him, and they seem to be disappearing with our new Attorney General, Ms. Bondi. So he's got the Justice Department, the FBI, and everybody on his side. So the billionaires are going to be taking over this country, and it's scary for all of us here.
So were you concerned?
I can't hear you, honey.
Were you concerned when the last administration was opening up the borders and printing money?
They weren't opening up the borders.
They were.
No, they weren't.
They had like 20. I heard they had like 20 million illegals crossed.
They weren't opening the borders. They were doing a lot of things to stop that migration.
They were flying people into America.
Unfortunately, we have a lot of things, both environmental and political, that are having people run from their homes in their country of origin. I think there's a whole lot of Americans that are going to be wanting to run from this country.
Well, some of them already left, like Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah.
She moved to Ireland.
She's a smart gal.
Well, I don't know about that, but...
Well, she left, didn't she? Unfortunately, I can't do that. Sit down and we'll talk some more.
You're making me laugh. Thanks so much.
All right.
How you doing? Autism is not an epidemic. Really?
Yes.
You don't believe that we're getting a lot of... We have like one...
I don't consent to being interviewed. Please move on.
Oh, okay. It's shocking what you're saying, though.
I don't care.
You don't care?
I work with disabled people. Please move along.
I work with all sorts of people.
Great. Please move along.
I'm on the public sidewalk, by the way. All right. Hello.
I think when he did that.
You know that they did, apparent from what I understand, they did some, USAID was doing some things that were fomenting revolutions in other countries and things like that. And some of that is they're pulling back on some of that, cutting the waste. Is that a good part of it? Cutting the waste and the fraud and the abuse and things?
Supposedly.
What's that?
Supposedly.
You don't believe it?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. All right, fair enough. Well, keep your eyes open.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. All right.
Yeah.
Indian drums. It's not as big as it was last time, but it's pretty big. Pretty big. And this is going on. Is this going on all over America today?
Supposed to be.
And how did you hear about it?
And who are you?
My name is Patrick. I'm a citizen of here at Grants Pass.
Okay.
I'm not for the paper or anything. I just do my own videos and stuff.
Okay. I heard about it through Facebook.
Oh, okay. And you live around here?
I live in Cape Junction.
Cape Junction. A lot of people coming from Cape Junction today.
Oh, yeah, good.
Apparently.
I'm glad to know that we represent.
Yeah. And what is the main reason? What is the main thing that gets you out here?
The fact that Trump is destroying our country, that I feel like it's Nazi Germany, that they're trying to take my right to vote away, that they're deporting people without due process.
So Nazi Germany in the sense that they're taking your right to vote away? How are they doing that though?
They're trying to pass the SAVE Act. Do you know anything about it?
What is the SAVE Act?
The SAVE Act is trying to prevent corruption, which there is no corruption in our voting. They're just trying to limit people from voting, like me.
Wait, you said there is no corruption in our what?
Voting.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you.
Why do you say there's no corruption?
Why do you say there is?
Because our system has so many holes in it.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Let's look at.
You're so full of shit. No, you're full of shit. Oh my God.
Really? I thought you were nice. Hello. Do you agree with her? You don't want to talk. All right.
I have no interest in speaking to you now.
Why?
Because I do, and that's my choice.
I agree. I'm just wondering why though.
I don't want to.
Okay. What about one? A Canadian. That you must have rode in on the lawn bus from Canada, right?
Because we get back in control of Congress.
Yeah. How did you get here?
There's going to be a lot of business on the mountain car.
Okay, cool. Local. All right. Thank you.
We're all locals here.
Everyone I've talked to so far said they were local, meaning here, Cape Junction, so forth. And I don't think they're going to lie to me. Hopefully not, right? All right. Thank you.
Like this will blow over and then we'll go back to normal. Took you a minute.
Hello.
I'm not the smartest guy.
That's well, not worth no game. All right. All right. I'm going to have to ask, why is Trump like a Führer?
Why is Trump like a...
why are you comparing him
to...
The
comparisons to Hitler's 1933 Germany is insane. You can Google that.
Well, I mean, how many people has Trump gassed so far?
That's irrelevant. It's not. It's the way. How many people did Hitler gas while he rose to power? Zero.
Oh, so you're saying
then they let him into power.
You're saying he's a Hitler in the making?
Yes.
Because if he was Hitler already, he would have already killed millions.
Yes.
And why is he a Hitler in the making? Just like
no Führers.
Okay. Well, why do you think he is? Just so I'm not trying to catch you. I just want to know why you think.
Because of the same correlations between Nazi Germany and what he's doing now.
Just give me a few examples.
Arresting people without due process.
Oh, due process. Okay. Were you okay with the previous administration just letting people in?
Oh, no, I'm not okay. I'm not a Biden fan. What are you crazy?
Okay. So he was wrong. He was wrong.
I believe in the Constitution. I'm against oligarchy.
So Trump is trying to clean it up, but Biden let all these people in, right? I mean, don't we have to get rid of them?
No, he didn't let everybody in.
Millions.
There's so many lies I can't stand here and tell you.
Really? Why is she walking away? All right. Well, thank you, man.
Oh, you're welcome.
I get it. Just a bit, you know.
All right, crossing the street. Getting people on the other side. How do I know that you're unpaid? How do I know that you're an unpaid protest? I'm just kidding. I'll trust you. All right. Are you coming in from somewhere else, or where are you guys coming in from? Okay. Well, at least you didn't have to get a new sign, so I appreciate the. That was cool.
So where are you? What are you with?
I'm with me, and I'm from here. Are you from here or no?
Are you a
don't have to,
podcaster or a YouTuber?
Yeah, I'm a YouTuber.
Oh, you're a YouTuber?
Yeah. Is that bad?
What's your name? No.
Patrick.
No, I like the Midas Touch Network.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, Midas Touch. Yeah, you gotta watch. They probably got over 5 million subscribers now.
That's more than me.
Ben
I'm
Myself.
jealous.
Check it out.
Okay. But you guys don't want to say where you're coming in from?
Merlin.
Where?
I live 3 miles out.
Oh, you guys do? Oh, okay. I didn't say. Okay. I didn't get it. All right. Thank you. I heard rumors, so I'm following up on it.
Absolutely not. That's a rumor for sure.
Okay.
Local homegrown.
Okay. So do you think that there's more anti-Trump stuff going on now than there was before?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Why is there more now?
Because people are waking up.
It's fucked up worse.
I got to cut some of the stuff because I got kids watching.
Have you been seeing what he's doing?
Yeah. Is he doing anything good as far as you're concerned?
Good?
Yes.
Not a thing.
So you just think he's pure evil?
He's pure
Really?
evil. Evil incarnate.
Well, what about Biden? Was he good?
At least it was boring when he was president.
He wasn't so boring.
I've lost $30,000.
Really?
I lost 110.
Do you know that Biden let in like something like 20 million illegal aliens?
No, he didn't.
Why does everyone say no?
Go watch Fox News. What do you
I don't-
Go watch Fox News.
I watched everybody,
The same
but he didn't. He let in millions
Where are you getting your information?
all over, including Fox News. Okay.
So are we.
Are you getting your information all over that didn't happen?
Yep.
There was no real.
Even Fox News, I watch.
How many people do you think Biden let in?
So why does that matter?
Because you know why it matters? Because I want to see if people are objective. If it's just I hate Trump and everything he does is bad.
Being objective, though.
I am being objective. I'm asking questions.
That's what you want to know about. Is about
questions that are pure propaganda for us.
So you don't think there's any invasion of America that's gone on under Biden?
I don't think there's an invasion. No. He had less people than Trump let in.
No, that's not true.
That is true.
Who are you getting that information
And
from?
you're
asking
getting
leading
yours.
questions and you're
Well,
disagreeing.
yeah, I have a point of view. I mean, I'm not saying I have no point of view. I'm not, I have a point of
I
view.
go to the Office of Management and Budget if I want to know stats. I don't have stats in my head.
On illegal?
Office of Management.
Well,
and Budget,
doesn't the
OMB.
DOJ have that probably?
It's a separate office. Right now, it's led by the writer.
Would you guys want to know if they were letting in tons of illegals under Biden? Would you want to know?
That is not our biggest problem. That is not the biggest.
Isn't Trump kind of cleaning up the mess that happened for Biden?
It wasn't a mess.
All right. Thank you.
He did it legally.
He flew people into the country, by the way. You know that, right? You know that he flew people into cities all over America?
People in that had dogs. I know.
So you're not going to believe it, no matter what.
He said they're eating cats and dogs too. Do you believe that?
He put up
Well, the people that came over from Haiti, have you ever been to Haiti? Haiti is known to have, a lot of people eat cats and dogs in
Over
Haiti.
here and start eating the cats.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's your culture. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they if that's your culture? Some people like eating cats and dogs.
They only eat cats and dogs because they're starving and
All right.
they're eating them here.
Bye.
Peaceful protest.
All right, we're going across the street. Thank you, guys. Trump and Elon match. Now, last time they had more Trump people over here. This time we got more anti-Trump people here too on the other side. All right. So we're going to see who else is here on the so-called Trump side. Peach and peach and peach. I like Thomas. What's wrong with Thomas?
I don't want to get into it.
Okay, all right. All right, so these guys are convinced that Trump and Elon Musk are taking their Social Security. Am I right?
We don't want them to.
How do you? Why do you think that they're taking Social Security right now?
They're going to take it.
Or what are they doing there? Cutting it off? I don't think that it wouldn't.
I don't like the idea of Musk having his technology guys looking at my my private, personal, all that information.
I get that if that's what's going on.
That's what I have my Social Security. It hasn't.
Because I don't think they're going to take it away.
I think
no politician would do that.
I would hope.
What?
they'd be crazy to do it because
I don't think any politician would do that.
Right, because you'd have 70 million senior citizens.
It would make no sense.
you know what?
Isn't that what
We
you're saying?
elect Musk, and he allowed him to run amok on everything.
Well, we didn't elect a lot of people that the president appoints, though. I don't know if that's by itself a reason where he can't be in there, right?
Who are you with?
I'm with me.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, just you.
I'm just a YouTuber. I'm just a guy.
He's just a guy.
I'm just a guy.
And you just want to find out why everybody's out.
Yeah. Now I forgot my last question. See what you did? You got me monologuing. You ever see the movie where it was a cartoon? I think it was The Incredibles, and the villain says, "You got me monologuing," because that's what you do. You get them off their track, so they can't remember what they're going to say.
Right.
And it's easy to do with me because I'm thinking of a bunch of. There you go. See, I'm already getting older, so it's easy to do with me. You guys got me off my track. Oh, I know what I wanted to ask you. One other question. So, I heard a lady across the street who I wouldn't agree with on most things. She said, why doesn't everybody just get charged the same amount? What's wrong with that?
I'm with that.
Okay.
I would totally go for that.
I like that. Just a simple, everybody gets charged.
25% from $1 to 1
25%. Now we're having an argument. That's too much for me. 25%. That's a quarter of my income.
It's the same for everybody then.
Oh, you mean you're gonna hurt us all equally?
No, that winds up hurting poorer people more.
How about something like 10% from everybody and just cut the spending?
Just cut what?
10% from everybody and cut the spending.
Well, cut
with no limits, no write-offs, just total profit.
Yeah,
10%.
whatever.
Yeah, but
just make it fair.
Cutting the spending is going to be cutting Social Security.
No. I'm not that.
Corporations pay 10%.
Because you paid into that.
Dude,
yeah.
If corporations paid 10%, we wouldn't need to cut spending. We'd be able to fix our infrastructure, build good roads.
I hear a lot of people saying that corporations they have loopholes, they don't pay what they should pay. Is that what you think?
I know when I was a small business owner, damn straight, the private jets end up being a bona fide expense.
Yeah, a lot of things become expensive.
Because, you have to go from California to New York in one day, so you kind of go.
Well, of course. You got to be there.
But yeah, if it was just 10%, no write-offs, no nothing for anybody, scratch child tax credit.
Right.
But if
I think I would go for that. So we're both agreeing to that.
Yeah, I'm a registered Republican. Yeah. I call myself ROTC.
Yeah.
Not with flag.
What is ROTC?
I am ROTC, which I call a Republican outside the cult. I am not
a Republican outside the cult.
She said
ROTC.
You know, there's many kinds of cults.
I do.
And Democrats have cults too. And Republicans have everybody has a cult,
I'm
right?
not a Democrat.
Okay.
I mean, I just told you I'm a Republican, but I'm old school Republican.
Old school.
Yes, and I don't bow to fucking Donald, whatever his middle name is, Trump.
Well, thanks for talking with me. I'm sure we have some agreements. We already had one agreement. We already had one at least.
Most people
probably have more.
Than not. We all would like clean water, right? We'd all appreciate less pollution. We all want our kids to go to decent schools. We all want the right to practice our beliefs in the way we see fit. We all want most the same thing.
Yeah, a lot of us want the same thing. I think one big problem though is we have essentially two sets of information. So people on the right tend to look at Fox News. People on the left tend to watch whatever, NBC, CNN, whatever, the Telegraph, whatever they're watching. So there's two sets of information. So we should hopefully, one of my hopes is that we get on the same board of the same pool of information, so we're going off the same source.
So here's the deal, though, dude. You're kind of like me.
You must be from the '60s because they do a lot.
We're hoping things were like they used to be.
Why am I not? I forgot.
It never will be again. We are living through this new technology.
Right.
Moving into AI. we will forever, it used to be in our day, you could turn on ABC, NBC, or CBS. They pretty much all three say the same general thing about
That's a problem, though, isn't it?
No. We all got the same news.
Yeah, but a lot of it wasn't true.
Very few of
And
it.
so
A lot of it
what are
wasn't
you
true.
saying?
JFK.
Well, okay, yeah, there's a few biggies, of course.
Yeah, I know a
But
lot of them.
come
I
on.
could probably name them.
We're
half
talking
dozen of them.
about an earthquake and shit. I mean,
Well, that's
oh
different.
my God,
That's
it's
a little
all those-
different.
Anyway, we didn't have flat earthers back then either. Anyway,
How about, but isn't it better in the sense that we have kind of more, if you will, democratization of media? In other words, people like me who can get out there and interview you.
it's
You
like,
wouldn't be on
okay,
ABC.
I belong to the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster, okay? And little did I know, in the world, there's millions of us. So I get to live in my stupid fantasy land of the religion of the Flying Spaghetti Monster. Look it up.
You're making a good point. I know you're being funny, but you're making a good point. People can get it. You can.
And get
in
impassionate
today's world, you can.
Validated, and I can tune out all the other reality and only Flying Spaghetti Monster.
I agree. But don't you think that's being done both from the right and the left?
Absolutely. It's not the right and the left. It's the rich against the rest of us.
Maybe the very top.
That's my.
The people who are controlling.
And owning all the social media and the newspapers, who represented it?
I agree with you. They're very small.
You really think there's going to be, in this administration, a fair and just, truth-only
But really,
representation?
I agree with you. But there's only so many corporations that own most of the media.
My point is, we're not going.
But it doesn't mean they're all pro-Trump, though.
Oh no, I'm just saying it's going to get way worse.
A lot of them are not pro-Trump at all.
We're going to wind up having 20 different parties because we got Flying Spaghetti Monsters.
So you think we're going to break into like Bosnia or something?
Totally. 100%. History. Look, there's so many countries we could look at right now as what they went through. We're right there, and it's.
I agree with some of that. I think we're in danger of.
I have 20-something-year-old grandkids, and I'm pissed they're not here because I said, you know what? I'm out here for you guys. I'm on my way out. I got less than 20. I'm doing this for their democracy, for their future, and it's getting robbed of us at the moment, and I'm not okay with that.
Well, I'm glad you are out here standing up for what you believe. I don't agree with a lot of the stuff that you do, but I'm glad that you're standing up for the next generation. In your mind, doing what you think is right. Because we all have to do that.
The point about it is that we both can talk about it. You don't have to get there in the face and and do crazy shit.
Yeah, I'm not trying to gotcha anybody, by the way. I think you can tell by now we've been talking a long time. I don't want to gotcha anybody. Well, I don't want to anyway. I want to find out what's real here. I think hopefully.
I got you back when you wouldn't even know.
Well, you said the spaghetti thing. I think that was kind of a.
That's a true deal, and it's funnier than shit. Look it up.
The spaghetti thing?
The religion of the Flying Spaghetti.
Oh, that's real. I thought you were joking with me.
No, it's a real thing, and you can find people that run their lives off of this crazy bullshit.
Well, I used to eat a lot of spaghetti, but I wasn't in a religion that was based on spaghetti, other than the Roman Catholic Church.
Yeah, I was raised. I was raised there. We won't go there. I'll choose the Flying Spaghetti
Recovering
Monster.
Catholics.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Hey, you made it.
Have a good one. All right, I don't know if I'm still recording or not, but I'm almost at the end of this thing. And they got another police car here out front. And a guy with American flags. And I don't see hardly any conservatives here today. Interesting. Everybody's pretty much an anti-Trump.
No, I mean, in your life right now.
Wait, why do you ask people about their sex lives? Are you some pedophile?
Oh, here's a person that's supporting trans. I'm sure
Jesus wants to know.
Body parts.
What does Jesus want to know?
Huh?
What does Jesus want to know?
Jesus wants to know if I'm fornicating right now. I told him.
I don't think you're fornicating at the moment.
This guy, he needs Jesus because he's a hypocrite. He doesn't even know how to judge. And
well, I'm not righteous.
Why are you saying?
How can I judge if I'm not righteous like you?
Why are you saying he's a hypocrite?
Well, you can't. You can't.
Oh, I know. I have to learn.
I could give you a 3-minute.
I should hang out at your house so you can teach me how to judge others.
Well, it's not going to help you until you get saved. You must be saved from your sin.
Oh, then you can teach me.
You must be born again.
Then you can teach me how to judge others.
Well, that's what discipleship is about. But you have to be saved. I can't disciple you. I can't disciple you if you're unsaved. It's impossible.
Abortion is canon. It is a national genocide. More babies have been
So there's the other side here. Some of them pro-life people.
6 years.
God, that's murder. All right.
I recognize you. Why do we recognize you?
I recognize you too.
I just talked to you recently.
Yeah. Somewhere.
Where did I talk to you?
I don't know.
The last.
Oh, you were here at one of the pro-life events recently. That's where I saw you. Okay. Yeah. Patrick. What's your name?
Kathy.
Kathy. Good to see you, Kathy.
Nice to see you.
All right. Well, there you go. I'm good. Thank you. All right. Coming out of the zone here. Thank you guys, appreciate it.
Take care.
All right. I guess we're done. I'll wait till this guy passes, make sure there's no trouble from him. Oh, what's going on?
Too many two-faced people.
What's that?
Said too many two-faced people.
Oh, that's funny.
But it's a beautiful day.
All right, man. He said too many two-faced people. Well, yeah, you have a lot of that in this world. All right, guys. I think that's it for now. Over and out.